Well, greetings from 9B, Idaho. This is the second ride that I've taken since I put the Continental TCK-80 tires on my 2017 Versys-X 300. And today I'm riding up Dawson Ridge from the Moye River Road. There's three ways that I'm aware of to get up here, and this is probably the least traveled of the three of those. It's a little bit bumpy and a little narrow in places. Seemed like a great way to test out my new tires. I've been up this way once before. I rode up this spring on the stock tires, so I did make it all the way to the top. I did feel a little bit better about this trip. It's not really fair to say that's all the tires, because I know the road a little bit better this time, and it's a little drier, so there's a couple of spots where there was some mud that no longer exists. It's interesting to me how the grade shows up on the GoPro camera. When it's mounted on the helmet like it is here, this doesn't look very steep. But in fact, if you listen to the engine, when I'm running in first gear, that's because it's pretty darn steep, and it's kind of necessary in order to be able to get the bike up the hill. Also, I've been reading a book put out by Moto Ventures. I'll get the author information a little bit later, but basically it's about riding dirt bikes. And while I'm aware that the Versys-X isn't a dirt bike, some of those skills and techniques I thought would apply for the places that I'm going, such as this. So I've been having kind of a fun time on this particular ride, trying to put into action some of the weight transfer techniques, standing techniques, and just different ways to shift your weight and the bike around in order to do a better job of getting up the road. And I would say that in combination with the TCK-80 tires made this not really a scary trip like the first one, but actually pretty fun. And I also was a little bit more tired at the end of this trip, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. Anyway, I'm going to stop jabbering for a minute here and just let you listen to the bike and the bumps. That's all first gear, by the way, that you're hearing right there. That's the engine in first gear, and it's places like this that have made me not want to make the gears in my bike any taller. So just a quick note about the cameras that I'm using on this ride. What you're hearing right here is the audio coming from my GoPro Hero 3, which is an older camera, and it's in the waterproof case. You don't get as much wind noise, but the sounds are muted, and I think you'll be able to tell later on in the trip when I switch to my Hero 5 without a case. Almost to the top. Okay. Well, that's the stretch I went up this spring. I forgot to turn the camera on. Kind of fun. Had a beautiful view of the valley here. I thought I'd stop and shoot a little bit of that fantastic 4K video from the iPhone. is Forest Service Road 2222, and it is goes along the south side of Dawson Lake, which is the body of water that you can see to my right there. This is the first time that I've been up this road, and so I had a good time running up it and doing a little bit of exploring, and also again putting some of those skills that I've been reading about into practice on some of the steeper hills that I found back here. I would get a feeling a guy could probably spend a whole day, maybe two, just exploring some of the roads that spur off of Forest Service Road 2222. And once again, the hill is steeper than it looks. I'm in first gear and buzzing up the hill, having a good old time. This, by the way, is the GoPro Hero 5 camera. I'm thirsty. It's time for water. Well, here we are out on a ride again, and it's a pretty warm day. Yeah, glad I brought extra water. So I've just been kind of following trails off of Forest Service Road 2222, and near as I can tell from looking at the map, right off over that way should be Smith Lake. Dawson Lake is back over there, and I'm about to head back the way I came and see if I can find a road that takes me out of here, or if I need to go back the way I came. Well, would you looky there, I did manage to find my way back out to the highway. I guess probably almost time to go home. Are we having fun yet? Should be.